Well, welcome everybody to the stretch break today. My name is Ryan. If you guys are joining for the first time, welcome. Got a good one for you guys today. Getting a lot of different stretches in and working on some mobility stuff as well. So first things first, we're actually going to start off with our shoulders. So you guys can be standing up tall here. We're going to do some big arm circles going forward. What I want you guys to focus on as you bring your arms forward is try to get your arms close to your ears as they go by you. Bring that bicep kind of close to your ear. Some big windmills. Then go backwards. Bring those arms close to your ears. And then cross body over and under. And real quick, what I want you guys to do is put your arms in a goalpost position. I just want you to rotate your arms forward and rotate them back. Notice how my arms have a 90-degree angle to the ground. They're not down here and I'm doing it. I'm really taking my time, focusing on my arms going forward and back. It's small mobility. When it comes back, try to push it back as far as you can with those elbows still high. Bring it on back. You're just moving that shoulder joint. Get one more in. And then let the head fall forward. Fall back. Eyes up at the ceiling. Go forward and back a few times. Bring your head down to your left ear. And your right ear. Going left and right a few times. Next, we're going to be going to the ground. So what I'll have you guys do is we're going to go into push-up position, but then you're going to bring your right leg to your right hand. So don't let it sit back here. Try to bring that hand all the way up and just drop that hip down. If you need to put your back knee down, you can, but try to keep it extended if you're able. Good stretching the hips here. This might be a little more difficult for you to start out with. Definitely a good one. Get a really nice stretch. Let's switch it up. So we'll go back to push-up position. Your leg forward, hand right, the foot right by that hand, dropping those hips. Again, put the knee down if you need to. Otherwise, keep that knee off the ground. Go back to that push-up position, but this time we're going to go into a pigeon stretch. So extending, let's say, your left leg out, rotating your right leg in, and let's sit back on that hip. Getting a stretch in that glute. Coming back up, keep that foot rotated in. I'm going to challenge you guys here. Keep the back leg extended, right leg rotated in. But this time I want this hip to shift directly towards the right. So you're not sitting back. My hips are going to go a small range of motion. Hips to the right, hold it there for a second, and then bring it back to the left. Going rocking back and forth, putting pressure on that outside of that hip socket. We're locking those hips today. A variety of different stretches, mobility work. Get 2 more in. And let's switch legs. So extend that right leg out, rotate the left foot in. Let's sit back on that hip. Coming back to all fours, keeping that right leg extended, that left foot rotated in, directly push that hip to your left, rocking back and forth. From there, let's take a seat. Bringing both feet in, that butterfly stretch, leaning forward if you're able to, pushing those knees down. Let's kick the left leg out, right leg in, reach both hands for the left foot. Feel it stretch that hamstring. And right leg out, left leg in, both hands for that hamstring. Sitting on up, I believe Caitlin's been working on this in a few of her classes. She's been doing some 90-90 hip rotations, so now we just unlocked her hips with all those stretches. We're going to see how these rotations go. So what I want you guys to do is just be in a seated position with your knees bent. You can have your toes in the ground, feet in the ground, or whatever you like. And then you're going to drop both these legs towards the ground. So you'll notice my knee went right on top of, right below my other foot, and then my knee's out here on the ground. I'm going to try to, without my hands, rotate the hips up, bring it on down. Once again, my knee went in contact with the bottom of my foot. And I'm just going to rotate back and forth. If this is too challenging for you, feel free to put your hands down as you go about it. Otherwise, just practice and take your time working back and forth. It's going to take a little bit. This is not a fast thing. I'm going about as quick as I can through this. Do the best you can. Feel free to put your hands behind you and try that out. See how much easier it is. That's pretty easy once you go and put your hands down. You guys can relax from there. We're going to lay on our side next. Using T-spine rotations. So make sure those shoulders are stacked and those knees are tucked. From there, take a deep breath in. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Drop that shoulder towards the ground. And do it for repetition. So you can hold it for 5-10 seconds and then come on back. Focus on that breath. As that shoulder drops out on the ground, you should be exhaling. Inhale when you start. Exhale slowly as you extend down. Just 4 one way. I'm going to switch up and go the other way. Once you readjust, shoulders stacked, knees are tucked at 90 degrees like you're sitting in a chair. Get 4 repetitions there. Can roll into a ball and rock forward and back. Just a few times, and then sit on up. Real quick, hopefully you guys had some type of chair, couch, something elevated nearby. We're going to do a quick stretch from that elevated position. What I want you guys to do, we're going to kind of go into a child's pose, but I want your elbows to be leading. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have my chair right here. I'm going to put my elbows on that chair or bench or couch, whatever you have. And then I'm going to let my head fall through my shoulders and sit those hips back. So instead of having my hands out, I'm relying on my elbows and my hands are staying upright and high as I'm doing this. So you can sit there, take your time, maybe rock in and out of it. Stretching up that upper back. Once again, some good deep breaths. Helps unlock the back. Driving the head through your shoulders. Sit on up real quick. I'm going to lean into it one more time. Leading with those elbows, hands are up. Drive that head through your shoulders. Real quick before we end the day, I want you guys to stand on up. Find a wall around you. Do a quick ankle stretch. I'm going to have your toe pointed up, touching the wall, heel to the ground, and then you're leaning into the wall. I know this angle's not the best for you to see me do it. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm just putting my ankle up and I'm leaning into that wall. Holding that stretch, stretch out that calf. Switch it on up, stretch the other side. And relax. Well, thank you guys for joining the stretch break today. Don't forget, the fitness center is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. Caitlin's in there hanging on out, so join her if you want to get moving some weights around. We have a class later on today at 4:30 of Yoga Sculpt, and then tomorrow morning 8:30 of metabolic conditioning for our last class today with Caitlin. So You guys have a great rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the sunshine, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.